Thank you for checking out Real Talk Personal Finance. Shit's about to get real. Cash Flow King with you today. And today, in episode 66, get cash back on holiday shopping. That's right. Maybe you're in the car. Maybe you're at the gym. Maybe you just rolled out of fucking bed and you're listening to today's podcast and you're excited about getting some cash back on some shopping that you're going to do anyway. This is a great time of year in general. Hopefully everybody had a very happy Thanksgiving. It is a great time to celebrate with friends and family, whatever it is that you might celebrate coming into the month of December and beyond. A lot of people are buying gifts for others. There's a lot of sales that are going on this time of year. And so today we're going to talk about how to make sure you're getting cash back on your holiday shopping. And even after holiday shopping is over, what I'm going to talk about today is a way to get cash back on virtually anything that you're purchasing. Before we get into the episode, really quick, I just want to make a couple of announcements. First of all, I want to give a very special shout out. We haven't had a new country in a while, but country number 37, United Arab Emirates, is listening to the show, so we certainly appreciate you. I also took a look at those in the U.S., and the ranks and the numbers continue to climb, but the folks that I mentioned on the past couple of episodes in those locations are still at the top of the list, so we won't go ahead and rehash that, but I do want to give a special shout-out to United Arab Emirates for being our 37th country listening to the Real Talk Personal Finance podcast, so thank you very much for tuning in. If you haven't heard in the past couple of episodes, I will probably continue to remind folks until we end up doing the drawing that our premium membership is on sale for the rest of the year for the low price of only $3 a month. That's right, $3 a month. Can you believe it? For the rest of the year. And when I say for the rest of the year, that means if you sign up and become a premium subscriber anytime between now and the end of 2023, you will be locked in at the low price of $3 a month. That will go back up in 2024. If you're not sure what a premium subscriber is, feel free to click on the link in the show notes that talks about becoming premium today, and you can read the bullet points of all of the added benefits that you get as a premium member. And if there's a very special thank you to those that are premium subscribers, I'm going to be doing a drawing in December. I haven't decided on the specific date yet. I want to give enough time for folks that are interested to join and subscribe to the podcast. But I will be doing a drawing in September in the spirit of the holiday season. Probably will do an e-gift card of some sort. So if you are a premium subscriber, you will automatically be entered into that drawing, and we will announce the winner in December of 2023. Okay. I think that's about all I had for announcements. Let's go ahead and jump into today's show. Shouldn't be too long. This is episode 66 on Get Cash Back on Holiday Shopping. Sometimes life gets busy, and it's hard to put out a podcast, as many of you know that have been listening to the show for quite some time. But other times, it's kind of like, well, everybody already knows that. Do I really want to do a podcast on this or do a podcast on that? And then I realized, wait a minute, maybe everybody really doesn't know about this or about that. And one of the items that kept coming up on the different podcasts that I listened to here lately are ways to earn cash back on your holiday shopping. And I thought that this was fairly common knowledge. And for some in the community, it might be. But for others, you may have no idea what the hell I'm alluding to here, which is the purpose of today's show, to bring everybody up to speed and educate you a little bit on some things that you may not be aware of and ways to earn some cash back on some money that you're going to spend anyway in this time of year in the spirit of holiday shopping. So we're going to talk about that today, and really that's pretty much it. I'll give you some examples. This is something that I've been doing for quite some time, really for probably several years now, and I don't just do this for holiday shopping. I do this for pretty much anything that I buy. So a lot of times I am making purchases online. I think many consumers, although some people still like to go to the brick and mortar stores, a lot of people like to shop online, right, at different retailers. And you can do that in several different ways. We talk a lot on the show about credit cards and credit card points, and all that is totally fair game. In fact, some people will refer to a strategy called stacking, where they're doing as much as they can to earn as much as they can in different ways on purchases that they're going to make. And we'll talk about that a little bit later. But when you go to purchase something online, there's usually two general ways that you can do that. The first one, and what I used to do historically before I found out about this, is I would simply go to the website, or maybe I would go to Google and I would type in the retailer that I was looking to purchase something from. So for example, let's say I wanted to buy something from Under Armour. I might just go to Google and type in Under Armour, or I might just go to UA or underarmour.com, and all of a sudden the website pops up. I take a look at what I want. Maybe it's on sale, maybe it's not. I add the item or items to my cart, I make the purchase, and that's it. And for doing that, I don't get anything additional or anything special. I simply went and I made the purchase. No big deal. That's one way to do it. And I think that's what a lot of people that aren't aware of this type of strategy will do. And that's fine, I guess. But if you want to earn a little bit of cash back on money that you're going to be spending anyway, you may want to pay attention to what I'm about to describe, which is number two. Not number two as in like taking number two. Number two is in the second way that you can do this. So number two is you can go to, and there's different ones out there. We'll put a link in the show notes. There's actually a really special deal going on right now that's pretty time sensitive, and I wish I realized that it ended when it did. It ends on November 30th. Today, I'm recording this on November 28th, so it's really just a 2 or 3 day window to get this sort of extra perk. However, it will still be good for beyond that. Only the current offer that they're promoting right now may not be there unless they choose to extend it. But as of now, it's showing up through November 30th. So the second way to do this is to go through any number of different shopping portals. And there's a million of them out there. There's one that I've been using for many years. I, believe it or not, like to try to keep things simple. So if you want to get every little extra oomph and ounce out of everything you may subscribe to and be, a user of many of these different shopping portal applications, and that's fine. It's just a lot to keep track with. So what I like to do is just use this one portal, and instead of going to underarmour.com, I was actually doing this last night, was watching Monday Night Football, was on the couch, right, watching the game, and during a commercial, we're doing a little bit of holiday shopping, and I'm literally on my phone, and I pull up this shopping portal, and instead of going directly to the website on my own, I go through the portal. I pull up the portal, I search for Under Armour in this example, and then I click on the button to take me to Under Armour through this portal. And for those that may not be familiar, this is essentially affiliate links, and what's happening is by me clicking on the link through the portal, Under Armour now knows that I am being sent to them from this particular portal. And they will pay what's called an affiliate commission to the owners of these cashback portals. And the reason that you would do this, and the reason that I did this and do this as a consumer, is they share a portion of that affiliate commission back with you. So you start an account, you click on that cashback portal, that's your account. You create an account on the cashback portal, and that portal has hundreds of different stores that it links to. So it could be anything from Best Buy to Under Armour to I just got a new iPhone. It's actually on its way to me now. And yesterday I also went on to OtterBox. I'm a huge fan of the OtterBox Defender case. If anybody is familiar with those, they make different variations of it, but I swear I have never in my life, knock on wood, had a cracked screen on an iPhone, and I've had an iPhone of different kinds for many, many years. And I swear it's because of this case. It seems like everybody else is always cracking a screen or breaking a screen or talking about their, mobile phone insurance and all this bullshit. Anyway, I digress. So you can purchase anything through these portals and you will get a kickback, essentially is what's happening. So if you go to Under Armour on your own, you're probably not going to get anything. If you go to them through one of these portals, they're going to share a portion of their affiliate commission in the form of cash back to you as the consumer, as the end user. And that's where this becomes so powerful. Not only are they going to share a portion of their commission back with you, but also a lot of times they will have promotional codes that you can use for additional discounts. So I'm going to give you an example of a purchase that I literally made last night, and I'm going to use it in this podcast here, okay? So I buy a lot of shit from Under Armour. Anybody that knows me knows that. And I was buying some gifts, sure, but I also found a pair of sneakers that I really, really liked, and I think it's absurd, some of the prices that they charge for these things. I know that there's some people out there that trade and collect and flip sneakers and all that kind of shit. That's not me. I just like to buy something that's comfortable, something that I like, and something that's going to last me for a while. So I decided to purchase this pair of sneakers. Normally, I would never pay this, right? They go for $140 kind of retail sticker price. I would never pay that personally just because I guess I'm fucking cheap. I don't know. But anyway, so they're on there for $140. I go to the shopping portal, okay? I click on Under Armour, and it shows me what they have for promo codes. And there were literally 2 different codes that you could stack on top of each other. The first one was 40% off for Cyber Monday, anything on their site. So I used that. The second one was a code to take an extra 10% off any purchase. So combined, a total savings of 50%. Okay, that's great. Anybody can use those promo codes. You can Google the promo codes, right? But a lot of times what's happening now, I've noticed, when you Google for a promo code, it's taking you to an affiliate link, and usually they're not sharing that cash back with you. They're not sharing their affiliate commission with you. They're just trying to get you to click the link and purchase something through their link so that they get credit for it, and you typically get nothing. I don't like that, and that's not what this particular cashback portal does. Like I said, I've been using them for years, and I actually looked at the number before recording today's show. I've actually earned $1,916.74. That's right, $1,916.74, almost $2,000. And again, I've been using this for a few years, but this is on shit that I'm going to buy anyway, right? So it's money that I'm already spending, and I'm getting a portion of it kicked back to me. And by the way, for the tax geeks out there, this is considered an inducement to purchase on behalf of these cashback portals, almost like a coupon. So when you get this cashback rebated to you, it's actually not taxable income, even if you would otherwise earn, quote unquote, over the threshold, because it's considered an inducement to purchase. So it's not actually taxable, which makes it even better. But anyway, going back to this example, $140 pair of sneakers on Under Armour that I would never buy full price myself, had a 40% coupon, had an extra 10% coupon, so half off. And then, because I went through this cashback portal, and it changed today, these can change daily, but last night, they were paying 20% cash back on any purchase on Under Armour. Today, looking at this portal, it's currently 15% cash back. Normally, and it will show you this on the site, it's about 2%. But every now and then, they run these promotions, they run these deals. That's why I mentioned in the spirit of the holiday season, now is a great time to be earning some cash back on some of these things. They go and have the ability to go way, way up. All right. So if we go back to that, I earned some cash back that's already pending in the portal just from making the purchase through this particular cashback portal. So when it's all said and done, I think the final math came out to be, I don't forget what it was, based on what I would normally be spending. So what was that? 40% off plus 10% off, and then the 20% cash back on the amount that you spend. If you look at after taxes, dollars spent divided by retail price, I think I paid somewhere in the neighborhood of about 45% of what you would normally pay for this particular item, right, when you factor everything in. So that's a pretty good deal, in my opinion. And that purchase happened to be for me. I also bought some gifts for others from Under Armour. Like I mentioned, I used the OtterBox. I can't remember if it was 15 or 20% on the OtterBox website. Plus, they had a promotion where you could get 25% off site-wide. And then if you added, I think it was like a little screen, one of those clear screen protectors in addition to the OtterBox Defender case or any of the other cases, you got an extra 10% off the bundle. So yes, you're still spending money, but if it's for shit that you need anyway or for gifts that you're going to be buying for other people, this is a fantastic way to go ahead and make these purchases. And oh, by the way, for those that want to talk about stacking additional things on top of this, anybody that has the OG Chase Freedom card that has the rotating 5% cash back in the quarterly categories, or I think now I have the old school Chase Freedom card, but I think now it's the Freedom Flex. They have several cards, but the one that has the quarterly rotating 5% cash back categories, they're currently offering 5% or 5x points if you're using PayPal. So what do you think I'm using to pay for all this stuff? And actually, I've used it so much that I've already gotten the maximum bonus that I could earn, which was 7,500 Chase Ultimate Rewards points on my card. But I'm now using my wife's card, and we're going through PayPal so that every purchase we're making, in addition to the promo codes, in addition to the cashback portal, we're also earning, because we're paying through PayPal, and PayPal happens to be for Q4 2023 in that rotating category, we're also earning 5x points on the money that we are spending, which is just phenomenal in my opinion, especially when it comes to Chase Ultimate Rewards points. So you can really stack these things on top of each other and put these things together to get a little kickback on the money that you're already spending. So that's basically how it works. There is, and I've not used this feature for anybody. I don't really fuck with it right now. I am sort of pretty much a Chase Ultimate Rewards guy, and I play in that space. That's what I'm comfortable with. That's what I'm used to, and that's what I do. Some people will use other cards. I know a lot of people out there might be looking at things like American Express points and things like that, or American Express miles. This particular cashback portal that we're going to link to in the show notes, you also have the option for them to pay you through American Express points or miles as opposed to cash. I personally don't do that. I take the cash. This particular site pays quarterly, and believe it or not, they actually pay through PayPal, which is kind of funny. But they pay quarterly on any cash back that you've earned. So you earn it typically right away. Sometimes it has to take a couple days or so to post to your account. Obviously, if you return something, they can claw it back. But once you earn that, and the next quarter comes up, then you are typically paid out on that. And I'm looking here, they call it, let's see, last amount was earlier, just a couple weeks ago, earlier this month, for $79. The quarter before that, they paid out over $172. So it just depends on what you're spending, what the cashback rates are. Obviously, the more you spend, the more you're going to earn back. This isn't saying that you should go out and spend a shit ton of money necessarily, but if you're going to do it anyway, why not get a little bit of cash back for it? So you can have that paid to you as cash back, which is what I do, again, through PayPal. They pay quarterly. Or you can have this particular site, from what I'm told, pay out in American Express points and miles if you are using those points and miles, which can be even more valuable and make this even that much more impactful for your particular situation. So until November 30th, for the next couple of days, they are currently running a promotion where, in addition to everything I just mentioned and the increased cash back and the promotional codes and everything else, they're running a promo where if you are not already on this site and you sign up and spend at least $40, you actually get $40 back. And then the show, if you use our link, and we would appreciate it if you did, will also earn $40 as well. And then once you're a member, and I know this sounds kind of fucking sketch, like it's some kind of MLM. It's not. It does not cost you anything to join. It's just if you join with the link and you join by November 30th and you spend $40, this site's going to kick you back $40 as kind of a welcome bonus, if you will, in addition to the cash back you're going to earn on your purchases and everything else we talked about. And then once you're there, you also have the ability to refer whoever you want, friends, family. Again, there's no startup cost. This is not MLM. It's not anything like that. It's just if you join the site for free and you make your first purchase and you spend at least $40, they're going to kick you $40 back. I don't know what it's going to drop to if it drops after November 30th. They could extend it. It could be better. It could be worse. 40 is pretty good. Usually I've seen it like 20 or 30. I think they might have had 50 at one point. I honestly can't remember because I've been a member of this for so long, if you will, or a user of this, I should say, for so long. But if you're not already doing this and this is a completely new and foreign concept to you, I would strongly encourage you to click the link in the show notes, check it out. Sign up for it, get yourself $40. It would kick the show back $40, doesn't cost you anything, and then you can turn around and help your friends and family and coworkers and whoever get started and signed up with something like this. So it's super easy. I actually had a family member that signed up for this at one point, and they didn't have PayPal. You might be thinking, well, what if I know somebody that just doesn't use PayPal or doesn't want to fuck with PayPal? They will actually mail a check because it's, again, only quarterly. They'll mail a check to you. So that person was receiving paper checks to their house every quarter based on the purchases that they were making through this particular site. So that's what I wanted to cover today. Again, I thought this was something that was, common knowledge and everybody knew about it. But apparently, after all these other shows I'm listening to and people keep talking about this, I'm like, how do people not know about this, right? And I guess you don't know what you don't know. So here it is. So get some cash back on your holiday shopping. Enjoy it. Use our link if you wouldn't mind. Doesn't cost you a penny. It supports the show. We really appreciate it. Shout out again to our 37th country listening to the show, which is United Arab Emirates. We appreciate you. Shout out to everybody else listening to the show. Please consider becoming a premium subscriber to the podcast for $3 a month. You can lock in your pricing now in perpetuity. You can unsubscribe at any time. You're never locked in. You, I guess, could become a subscriber for $3 a month and subscribe for a couple months and try to get in the drawing for December. And then if you don't like the premium membership, you can unsubscribe, I suppose. We hope you don't do that, but you certainly could, because anybody that's a subscriber in the month of December, I am going to, again, do that drawing. I don't have a definitive cutoff date. I may mention one of those in a subsequent show once I figure out when we're going to do this. I would like to do it, I would say, probably middle to end of December. We'll give it another few weeks. So you got some time. Check out the link for that in the show notes. $3 a month. Become premium. Support the show. If we help save you some money or got you some cash back, I mean, for crying out loud, if you get 20% cash back on, Under Armour, or I think actually I bought some other sneakers on Zappos, which is I'm a really big fan of. I could tell you a story about that. We'll save it for another show. But Zappos, Zappos, is a great retailer if you're ever looking for footwear. They have a fantastic return policy. Their customer service is outstanding. And yesterday, they too had 20% cash back. I'm looking it up now. It's currently dropped down to 10% today. So you can watch it, and if you know there's something you're going to buy, you can try to wait until there's a cash back number that you like. But I mean, let's say you bought, I think it looks like, what did I buy? Something here for $69.16, right, on Zappos. And that's what they have recorded as the purchase amount. And so I got some pretty good cash back on that, $13.83 cash back, which is 19.997%. That's pretty good. Hey, if we got you 20% or $13 back, you can kick the show $3 a month, right? And give yourself a chance to win a e-gift card in December. So anyway, we really would appreciate it if you would consider that. And if you have any questions, as always, feel free to email the show, realtalkpersonalfinance@gmail.com. If you have questions, comments, concerns, content ideas, anything that you want to hear about or know about, feel free to write us, and we will take that into consideration as we continue to run the show here. So that's all I have for you today. This has been episode 66. Get cash back on holiday shopping. Hopefully this works out for you. Check out the link in the show notes to get started. Get yourself $40, and we will see you in the next episode.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.